Audrey, receptionist, stroke masseur.
Akampuri Ambrose, security officer.
Me, I'm Kemigaba Brenda, the waitress who works in the bar and the restaurant.
I'm called servant security.
I'm called Musingus Barnabas. I'm working as a head housekeeper.
Enoka, housekeeping, stroke laundry.
My name's Cyprian. I work in the bartendant stroke restaurant, and I also make sure that the clients here, they are very happy with their desires.
Derek, a trainee.
Trainee.
My name's Omusugu Matthias, waitress, stroke, bar, stroke, restaurant.
Onyait Financial is my name, a trainee.
Moses, the housekeeper.
Fred, assistant manager.
Nabe Frank, gardener.
Subedi, general manager and head chef.
I'd like you to think of the biggest dream you have. And then I'd like you to think of the biggest challenge to that dream. The reason being that this whole project is about showing my clients and everyone on social media. The theme was conquer the challenges. All right. Everybody has them. It's not a sign of weakness or a sign of anything. So what is your biggest dream and what is the biggest challenge to that dream? Let's go around again. Audrey?
My biggest challenge is sometimes when I get some guests which are complicated. My biggest dream, I dream to find when my family is okay, when we are moving when we have everything in our family.
Okay.
My biggest dream, on the challenges, the children, our children, families, if it's happy, even we are so happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is your biggest dream?
The big, I like my children, if they're going to school, if the school is starting opening, I so even so happy.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Brenda?
Yes. So for me, my biggest dream is to work in one of those big hotels, and I know I'm working very, very hard, and my challenge is I still work hard to find more money to make me move.
My biggest dream is to take my children at school to study very well in good schools. And maybe a challenge, it can be like not getting school fees.
Yes, you've got fees.
To take them to good schools. That was the challenge.
I think that's a universal. Yeah, universal. You're not alone.
So my biggest dream, I want just to work money, then after working money, I take my children to the good schools. So when they study in the good schools, they can be the good children, and they can get good jobs from the government or from maybe the good companies.
Wonderful.
My biggest dream is that so that I can get money, I educate my kids so that they can reach in higher, you can get in higher education, so they can get a good job. So my challenge is just the money. And if I get money, I can push them ahead very well.
Wonderful.
My biggest dream is to become a civil engineer.
Civil engineer. What's your biggest challenge?
Reading skills.
My biggest dream, I would love to see myself being connected to the rest of being connected to the people whom I didn't know, and also knowing them very well, and also they know me very well, so that they can take me where I was not expecting.
Ah.
Yeah. And also the challenge is, how can I get in there? Like find those people who can lift me my dream up and see that I can prosper in life, and also I can satisfy my family. Thank you.
Okay, my biggest dream, I want to run this Mahogany Spring very well, smoothly, and also want to keep like #1 laws in Bwindi. Also, I keep all my staff happy, my boss happy. Then also, if everybody happy, my family will be happy. So challenges is I need to be more experienced, more work, and I become better manager. Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yes, it will be possible.
And for me, Matthias, my biggest dream is to become one of the most prominent businessmen in the whole world. And my biggest challenge is startup capital. Thank you.
My biggest dream is traveling, getting connected with international people, being friendly to them. And the challenge is I'm not able to travel since.
My next dream is to travel the world and visit some countries. My challenge is, like to process the visas, the passports. That's the challenge.
My dream is to make sure that Mahogany Springs gets more clients and desired by everyone, so that we get very, very, very many clients and our salary is being increased and we can teach our children. My challenge is whether I get money to pay my children.
My best dream is to work hard is work with Mahogany and get money and I cater for my families and educate my children for higher education.
ati ndikuteekateka kugira ngu nk'omurimo gunyine kugumiza mu meso aza nkatunga esente z'okureberera family yange obundi naba nakuzire abaana bakabona gutandikira.
This is the dream team, people. This has been one of the most marvelous breaks I've ever taken, especially break that you're working through. These people helped me overcome so many challenges, and they did it with grace and good nature, and I truly appreciate their efforts on my behalf and on our project's behalf. And I just want to put a pitch in for Mahogany Springs Lodge. If you can get a space at Mahogany Springs Lodge, this should be your first choice. It actually is. It's perfectly placed. The location is amazing. The amenities are amazing, and so is the staff to support you through whatever your challenge is going to be.